Hello, epic viewers from around the multiverse. Prepare to indulge in experiencing sheer bliss, because today another riveting, captivating, stellar unboxing video is about to be brought to fruition. What items will I be unboxing? What items will I be opening? Without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to elicit the box. What items are encompassed inside this bulky, hefty, tangible, nifty box? Let's find out. I'm going to demystify the answer to that inquiry right here, right now. So bear with me. It'll only take me billions of picoseconds to extract the items from the box and subsequently flaunt them in front of the camera for you to feast your glorious eyes on. Here we go. The unboxing process is about to commence. The unboxing process is officially underway. This is the second part of my unboxing of the enormous Lord of the Rings action figure lot. The lot that I have been unboxing in my previous video is humongous, is massive, its size is unprecedented. I procured these figurines via eBay. They're obscured by newspaper. I need to unbox the remainder of the lot. There's a plethora of figurines for me to render transparent. Here's a Witch King in Twilight form, as seen within the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring movie. Next we have the illustrious, revered, renowned Gimli, or Samwise Gimli. Is that how his moniker is pronounced? Who knows? It's an enigma. You can verify the pronunciation of his name for yourself. Here's Lord Elrond amid the first stage. He's adorned with battle armor that safeguards him in combat. He survived all wars. I don't recollect him ever succumbing to death amid the Lord of the Rings movies. Here's his daughter, Lady Arwen, the wife of Aragorn. Next we have Faramir, adorned with Gondorian armor. I love the heraldry of this figure. I love his nitty-gritty details. I love his aesthetics, his hues, his paint applications, his shadings. He's an extraordinary, remarkable, exquisite, divine figurine. And here's Sam in comparison. You can see how they compare and contrast for yourself if you buy them. Here's Lord Aragorn, the King of Gondor, the righteous king, the virtuous king, the noble, valiant, stoic king. Here's Bilbo Baggins. He's aged. Is his body dilapidated? Who knows? It's an enigma. He's aged gracefully. He's at least 112 years old. Here's King Theoden. Here's Theoden King. Is he the Lord of the Rohirrim? Who knows? He retreated to Helm's Deep and survived the onslaught until he was slaughtered and bludgeoned by the Witch King, who was able to smite him in combat. Or did he succumb to death from a mammoth collapsing on him? Actually, I think he died in the Lord of the Rings or Return of the King, either from a mammoth or from the Witch King himself. Here's Lord Gimli, the dwarf. Gimli has the temerity to charge in the fray battle. He's poised for battle. He has no qualms about his decisions. Does he endanger everyone? No, he protects everyone. I believe this is Bilbo Baggins, one of the hobbits of the Shire. That's his barrel accessory. It looks like an accessory from the Donkey Kong video game series. Here's the door of Bilbo Baggins' home, his humble home. Baggins. Where does he live? In Baggins? Who knows? He lives in the Shire. Here's Strider or Aragorn. He's inconspicuous. Who will notice him in a crowd when he's utilizing this cape to obfuscate his appearance? Here's a door in Moria. It's a bit dilapidated. Here's Gandalf the Grey. The wizard, the sage. Here's one of the hobbits, either Merry, Pippin, or Sam. I wonder how much more remains. Here's Legolas. I didn't think that there were this many action figures remaining in the lot. There's still a copious amount of figurines remaining in the box, so I guess I'll flaunt them in an upcoming video. But let me showcase some of these figurines once again that I just unboxed. So here's Faramir. He's a champion. I love his attire. I just want to verify something real briefly. Bear with me. I love how he brandishes his sword. He's a champion. I wanted to see if the figurines could be procured for under $10 each via eBay. Apparently they can, but their condition is not optimal. Here's Aragorn. He can remove his sword from the sheath. I love his facial expression. He's poised for battle. He's an admirable king. Let me showcase Gimli one final time. So most of these figurines seem to be derived from the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring action figure line. They have ample points of articulation. They have stellar aesthetics. I love their details. I love their novelties. I love their intricacies. Some of them may have hack and slash action. This particular figurine lacks articulation in the knee joints. He lacks articulation in the elbow joints. Toy Biz skimped when designing this figurine. He just lacks articulation in multiple areas. He also lacks the diaphragm joint. He can't perform an ankle pivot. In stark contrast to the Gimli figurine, the Legolas figurine possesses ample points of articulation. He also comes with a shield skateboard. His elbows can be articulated. His knees are double jointed. He can't really perform an ankle pivot. He lacks finger joint articulation. He lacks a diaphragm joint. He can remove arrows from the quiver. They're actually removable. They're not just cosmetics. His hair looks a bit darker than the typical Legolas figurine. His cape can flap in the wind. His skirt is comprised of rubber. You can fling it around. I believe these figurines are comprised of PVC plastic. I think that's the moniker of one of the types of plastic. You can verify that for yourself. I'm going based off my recollection. Most people perform the due diligence and read off a script. I beg to differ. I'm the polar opposite. My videos are improvised and unscripted. To be blatantly honest with you, I think that this figurine is decent, even though he lacks a diaphragm joint and finger joint articulation. Look at his aesthetics. He's the same price as other figurines, and yet he's comprised of less plastic. But if you're an avid, devout Lord of the Rings fan, then you have a proclivity to love Lord of the Rings action figures, so naturally this figurine appeals to my niche interests. This figurine tickles my fancy, to say the least. So those are some of the figurines remaining within the lot. Here's Bilbo Baggins. I'm still contemplating whether they should be flaunted on my shelves. I'll probably flaunt them on my shelves. You can procure these figurines via eBay. You could purchase homogeneous Lord of the Rings figurines on Amazon as well. If you purchase them used, don't expect to receive them in pristine condition. This was a rare circumstance. Even though I purchased this figurine used, here's a sting weapon mounted to his backpack. Even though I purchased these figurines used, I received them in near mint condition, which is quite scarce. So, hopefully you can receive them in mint or near mint condition. Hopefully they're not marred with scratches or scuffs. These figurines are just incredible. I relish taking a gander at these figurines. Unfortunately, their armaments are falling everywhere. They're dispersed throughout the room. I need to pinpoint their locations and equip them, or place them in a bag. I think they have incredible weapons. Why do I say so? Well, their weapons typically have at least 2 color schemes, or they have a variation of colors. They're not just one color, as most conventional, typical, modern-day action figure weapons are. Look at this axe, for instance. It's not confined to being one color. Nor the sword that Legolas is wielding. They're comprised of at least 2 or more colors, so it's great in my opinion. In my humble objective opinion, I would deem these figurines to have tremendous merit for $8 or less. Since I paid under $4 for these figurines, I can't complain. I'm jubilant, I'm buoyant, I'm gratified, I'm content, and I'm overall happy and optimistic. I look forward to the prospect of finishing the unboxing of this lot, which I'll do so in the near future. I hope that you found this video to be intriguing and insightful. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.